Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 35 of the Pokemon Cup series. Today we're here at Rockingham Motor Speedway in North Carolina for the running of the Pokemon TCG 400. And here we are folks, we're back at the place known as The Rock. The last NASCAR race, Cup race I should say, was held here in 2004, and briefly it came back as a Truck Series weekend for 2 seasons, and now it has been brought back from the dead once again, and this time it's back to hosting Pokemon Cup Series races. We've been in Rockingham before in North Carolina a couple seasons back, but this one is a new repaid version, a new up-to-date version that the Truck Series has been using in the past couple seasons. The Pokemon Quest Truck Series, I should say. You've seen Pokemon Quest Truck races run here at this track, but this one is this one is different. This one has a new look to it, even though the pavement and the shape is the same. It has a brand new look and more exciting racing, so we can't wait to go back to the Rock and see who's going to come out on top here. As we're going to be bringing back we're going to bring back the next 2 tracks here on the schedule for some fun racing. After Rockingham, North Carolina, we'll be going to North Wilkesboro, whose last Cup race was held in the last real NASCAR Cup race, I should say. Last race there was held in 1996. So another track brought back from the dead will be run here. Will be run next weekend for the Cup Series. So it's going to be a nostalgia day. It's going to be nostalgic for the next couple races. Anyway, Rockingham Speedway here at The Rock. Let's take you to the starting lineup. Sebastian Kukulon in the 3 car starts on the pole. On his outside with a 15 of Nick Salmon. Row 2 is with Reagan Whitlock and Ben Goldman. Row 3 with Alexander Rowan Austin Stitzel. Row 4 with Matthew M. Devin Marcus Sachi. And Benjamin Miles and Colin Francis will round out your top 10. Let's look at our winner from last weekend's race in New Hampshire. Not far behind, in fact. He'll be starting 12th, John Andrews, as he will be trying to go for his 2nd straight win here at Rockingham Speedway. I shouldn't say Rockingham Motor Speedway because that's the name of the UK track that we're going to be racing later this season as part of the World Tour. So this is called Rockingham Speedway, The Rock. So anyway, let's take a track stop at the command.
Luck in the pits down there today, guys. Watch your back all day if you're sitting on that wall there. All right, bud, clean that thing up. Give your seatbelts a little tug. Let's rock and roll, brother.
40 laps here. The first stage ends after lap 10. The second stage ends after lap 20. And we'll run the final 20 lap stage from there. And after that, we'll award the rest of the order on points. So here we go, 40 laps at The Rock. Green flag comes out on the Pokemon trading card game 400. Little bit of commotion in the back as Sharona Evans has a little trouble getting through the corner. But look at Reagan Whitlock taking the lead on the first lap of the race. And here comes the 17 of Matthew Emdeff. Oh, Zach Fitzwater really loose. And now he goes around with Sebastian Kukulon. And the 31 of Cassandra Kirker also made contact. And they're still crashing. Derek Hamill just went around, along with Chandler Connell and Roger Ray. And Colin Francis just took the lead under caution. Wow. A crazy start to the race. My gosh. They didn't even last. They didn't last 2 laps without wrecking. We knew this was going to be a total wreck fest. We've seen the cars get real loose on the corner. And here we go again. Those 3 cars messed up, and then all of a sudden, 72 slowed up for whatever reason. I don't know why, but Hamill gets involved. They spin out. And we have a couple cars involved in the wreck. Wow. I wonder how many cars are going to be out of this race after that. Zach Fitzwater got really loose racing back. Yikes. And the 42 still present. Hasn't vanished, and I think now he has. Okay. Crazy start to the race. Cullen Francis took the lead under yellow just before they took the yellow flag. So he'll be leading at the start of the green. 2 cars are out of the race, Cassandra Kirker and Roger Ray. If you thought Rockingham was going to have a lot of wrecks, wait till you see North Wilkesboro, because the last couple races at that track have been wreck fests. They've been beating and banging and going around. They've been taking each drivers out. New Hampshire last weekend was also a wreck fest. Almost half the field got taken out. But we'll see how Rockingham deals with the crashes. And North Wilkesboro is sure going to be wreckful. It's going to have a lot of wrecks. So expect to see some beating and banging here from here on out as we're closing in on the regular season. Going back to the green as Matthew Emdev is up in the wall to start off. Not a good start. And now the 37's up in the wall. Evan Hunter gets in the wall. Cullen Francis, though, pulls away. Not surprising. He is the defending series champion after all. Zach Fitzwater goes for second. Is the 21 going to get too close to the wall? He gets a little too close. And now 51 of Joseph Romanuk going to try to take second. And now 2 former champions battling out for the lead. Yeah, Romanuk and Francis, both former Cup champions, are battling for the lead. Is there a caution? I thought there was, no. But the 72 is very slow. Could have sworn there was a caution. But the 72 extremely slow and doesn't even get on the pit road. This might be trouble for the leaders. Now he's back up to speed. Looks like he might have lost a gear for a couple seconds and got it back. Drivers still smacking the wall, but they've been more stretched out now, so hopefully it's not going to cause a problem. And the first stage will come to an end with Cullen Francis getting the playoff point. And that'll be very important for him to advance because he already won this season early on, so he's looking to get his second win and get more playoff points. And Ryan Butcher just went around right in the back. Ryan Butcher has just spun. And the yellow will be out. The yellow comes out for the second time at least, though they got a couple laps in before the caution came. Yep, Austin Stitzel looks like he took out the 7 car. Probably not on purpose though, because they were getting way too close. But Butcher brings out the caution again. And looks like the lap car won't be a factor now in the lead. So here we go. First of maybe two sets of pit stops, depending on 13. So I think they're going to have one more pit stop set near the end of the race. Oh, looks like Benjamin Miles is going to take a chance. He's going to stay out. Handful of cars stay out. Miles stays out. Nick Salmon, Carter Friesen, and Pichu. This will be interesting. Steve Morgan is a lap down, so he's not a factor. And here we go, the race off pit road. Who's coming out first? And it looks like it's going to be the 21 of Grayson Acevedo. How about that? Might have gone for a 2-tire stop. And everybody else goes for 4. Little tight battle in the middle there. Looks like Rowe might have gone ahead of Reagan Whitlock. And everybody else is coming off pit road. So the first set of stops, maybe the first of 2 sets. The 4 drivers stayed out to take the top spots. And now it's all eyes are on Benjamin Miles as he's going to try to hang on and maybe earn himself 10 bonus points and a playoff point. We'll see if it will last until the end of stage 2. Green flag is back out. Ooh, way too high. This is going to get intense. These guys are on fresher tires. Smacking the wall. And the one car gets back in front. So one is now back in the 4th position, along with the other 3 drivers who stayed out. Again, these 3 stayed out. They're trying to collect the big points here. Maybe even trying to win on different strategies. Oh, look at the run by the one car. Friesen, though, holds up the 1. And now they're going 3 wide for 2nd as Miles pulls ahead. And the 10 car, Brown and Russell, joins in. Francis gets there, now in 2nd. And Russell is behind him. Here she comes. Drivers on the wall. Friesen spins. Friesen just went around. He took out Ben Goldman. And I think Steve Morgan involved. Oh no, Joseph Romanek, I'm sorry, but Steve Morgan might have been caught up in that. And Russell just took the lead. Brown and Russell just took the lead. Wow. I knew the tires would not last for the 14. Brown and Russell was able to take the lead away. Wow, an intense battle there. That was insane. Man, this is becoming one of the best Rockingham races we've ever seen. And here's the crash, by the way, and here's how it unfolded. And as you can see up there, Zach Fitzwater also spun out and caused another crash. Butcher upside down. 4 cars are taken out, a lot of cars with damage. Halfway through the race, folks, things are going to get insane. And they're all pitting before the end of the stage. So, let's see who stays out. Looks like Richardson stays out. How about that? James Richardson and Ezekiel Hines are staying out. And it looks like Richardson will be your stage winner in an unexpected way. Ooh, Reagan Whitlock, contact with I believe the 15 of Nick Salmon. On his way out of pit road. Wow. That was intense. I don't know what that was about. Rowe gets out first, though, but James Richardson and Ezekiel Hines stay out. Let's see if they get the playoff point. Let's see if 6 gets the playoff point and 10 bonus points. Yes, he will. It looks like he will get there, and he'll get the 10 bonus points and playoff point. And since he already has a win this season, that's very important. So anyway, less than 20 to go here at Rockingham. As James Richardson and Ezekiel Hines stay out. We'll see how it plays out. Last time we had cars stay out of pit road before the caution, it was crazy. Now let's see what happens. Here we go. And it doesn't look like Russell got a good jump as she's stuck up high. Cullen Francis, though, goes and takes advantage and takes the position away. And Richardson is away for now, but Alexander Rowe, he has just taken 2nd place away. He's on those fresher tires, so he should be able to close in on the 6 somewhat. Oh, but Reagan Whitlock's not giving up. They're in the wall, and the 22 just went around. The 22 just went around. Wow. I don't think that was Richardson's intention. But it got real intense. And Alexander Rowe just went around. Wow. It sure looked like Rowe was going to pull ahead and take the lead. But, oh no, that's not Richardson. That's Ezekiel Hines. Ezekiel Hines was the one that took out the 22. Oh my gosh. Again, that did not look like it was his intention. He just reacted really quickly. He had to do something as the 22 was in the wall and he just didn't want to slow up in front of him. And yeah, that just happened. Wow. Alexander Rowe, man, he was in contention to win that thing until the wreck happened. And it looks like the 41 of Diego Yepes will take the 3rd spot away. Here we go. Back to green with Reagan Whitlock on top. Let's go racing. Oh, look at Diego Yepes making the move, and now Rowe's in the wall again. Rowe gets hit again, and he saves it. But man, he's been rocking. He is rocked. He's been rocked like a pinball many times today. So now Reagan Whitlock pulls ahead. Their driver's in the wall, slipping and sliding. France is trying to hang on. The 2-car barely does. Whew, boy, this is going to get intense with 10 laps to go. Here's Matthew Emdev in the second position, trying to close in on that 38. More cars in the wall, more cars sliding in the wall. Here comes the 17, trying to take it on the high line. 17 cars still trying to get the high line to work. Might be a little too high there, but he's still going to try. Here comes Lopez in the wall again, and the 10 car spins. Dylan Kroom also around. 41 also spins, and Reagan Whitlock's going to be your leader under the yellow. 8 laps to go at Rockingham. Oh boy. Oh boy. Wow. Laps at Rockingham. Here we go. Emdev is going to take second. That quickly. But will they hold on for 4 laps, or we will have another overtime? Last weekend's race came to overtime. We'll see if this one will need it too. 3 more laps around. At least 3 more laps, I should say. Here we go, side by side for the lead. Oh, they're bumping again. And now the 96 of Lopez in front. Lopez is in front over Emdev with 2 laps to go. Still potentially could be overtime to decide who wins if they keep battling like this. Lopez has the big lead, the advantage to him though, but we'll see if it can hold up. Still more cars in the wall, but nobody is wrecked, and Hunter takes second place. But here comes the white flag. Anthony Lopez 1 lap away from the win here at Rockingham. Here we go, white flag in the air. And we'll stay green to the end. Lopez, a big move on the final couple laps, and he looks to hold on for the win. Few more turns to go. Can he survive? And it looks like he will. Anthony Lopez comes off the final turn. He'll win the Pokemon TCG 400 at Rockingham, and he'll collect his 2nd win of Season 35. Anthony Lopez does it again. He collects his 2nd win of the season here at Rockingham. So now he will join I believe one other driver in the playoffs with multiple wins this season. So an amazing run for the 96. I believe Ryan Butcher is the other driver with 2 wins this season. And what a race. What a finish, folks. As Anthony Lopez gets his 2nd win of the season here at Rockingham, North Carolina. And it was a crazy finish, but in the end, Lopez came out on top. So here are the results from the race here at Rockingham. And the results are on your screen. So that's it for here from Rockingham, and let's look at the winners list, because I'm sure Lopez is going to be joining in some even more elite company after that win. So let's see. Here's Lopez winning. He gets his 2nd win of the season. He won earlier at Watkins Glen, and that is his 14th career Cup win here at Rockingham, North Carolina. He now joins Kyle Collins, Mason Powers, and Angel Navarro with 14 wins. One more win would actually tie him with Grayson Acevedo. So, yeah, that'll be fun. And 2 more wins actually ties him with Ryan Acosta and James Richardson and Dylan Young. And 3 more ties him with DJ Curtis and Zachary Fitzwater. But yeah, that's for another time. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this race. This return back to nostalgia. Sure was fun. We're going to do it again next season. And we're going back to nostalgia again here at North Wilkesboro because that's where next weekend's race is going to be at. However, the Trucks and National Series will both be running a doubleheader weekend at Nazareth Speedway. So the nostalgia trips don't end there. As we go to we bring back Nazareth for the doubleheader for the National Series and Truck Series. And that'll be the first of many crossover races in the season, as some truck drivers will run in the national race and vice versa. So that's going to be a very fun weekend to do. You don't want to miss Nazareth for those who are big fans of that track. And North Wilkesboro, of course, will be running that race back again. And guess what? For the first time this season, we'll run the retro paint schemes at North Wilkesboro. I know they're made for Darlington, but we're going to do it for North Wilkesboro as well. So we're going to have 2 retro throwback weekends in the Cup Series. We're going to go to North Wilkesboro, and then we'll go to Darlington for both trips of nostalgia. So you don't want to miss those, and you don't want to miss Nazareth as well. So, oh, and by the way, after Nazareth and Wilkesboro, again, as I mentioned earlier, the National and Cup Series will both be running Darlington, but the Truck Series will run in Eldora. So they'll have their annual Dirt Derby at Eldora during the weekend of Darlington. So the next few races are as follows. Nazareth will run for the National and Truck Series, and then we'll go to North Wilkesboro for the Cup Series. The Truck Series after that will run in Eldora, and the National and Cup Series they'll be running at Darlington Raceway. And after that, the National and Cup Series will both be running at Auto Club Speedway, and then finally, before the All-Star Weekend the All-Star Weekend for the Cup Series, we'll be running at Homestead for all 3 series. And then, of course, after New Homestead, as I mentioned, the All-Star Race for the Cup Series, and it will also be run at North Wilkesboro. So the next couple of weekends are going to be very exciting for all 3 series. So anyway, we will see you next weekend in the North Wilkesboro for Cup drivers, and for the National Truck drivers, we'll see you next weekend at Nazareth. So we'll see you next time.